School supplies are just about everywhere and are used for a variety of things. Pens, pencils, paper, to even laptops and book bags make things like taking notes, doing homework, or even writing papers a whole lot easier. And we use these school supplies quite often throughout the school year, enough so that they get overlooked and hardly given a second thought. For this reason, one school supply in particular has been able to hide in the shadows and live their life in peace, unnoticed to the human eye. That school supply is the eraser cap. This short, stubby little fellow is quite the helper in the school supply industry, especially when it comes to pencils.
Us eraser caps, we're just trying to help the pencils and everyone in the school supply industry any way we can.
Oliver Orange is a certified pencil counselor whose job it is to comfort those pencils in need.
As a CPC, my job is to, comfort pencils who have lost their eraser, whether that be from, the pencil being broken in half or the eraser just naturally wearing away. These pencils, they basically just lost their butts, and that must really feel really weird.
Now, to comfort a no-end pencil, the eraser cap attaches themselves to the end of the said pencil. They stay there until the utensil becomes too short to use.
When the pencil is no longer useful, we tend to throw it away. When this happens, a pencil counselor will either move on to another pencil until they reach their fifth pencil and retire.
It takes a lot of patience and dedication to be a CPC, but the job isn't for everyone.
I was a CPC once, and let me tell you, the job sucks. I mean, who in their right mind wants to spend most of their lives with a useless piece of...
Anyway.
Being a CPC was the job that everybody wanted to be. It was the highest paying job for eraser caps and had the most opportunity. But many of the eraser caps in the community either weren't cut out for the job or didn't feel like joining the bandwagon. So many of them started creating other jobs of their own.
Many of these new jobs came to include things like duck farmers, barbers, and even pub owners.
Paul, I swear, if you're drunk again...
Drunk? Me? No! You're the one that's...
That's it, I'm calling the cab.
Aw, man!
The one job that's grown in the past few years is the taxicab business.
What is going on here?
And for a lot of the locals, it really drives home.
I think the taxicab business is actually very helpful, considering the fact that I get at least one drunk person once every month, or...
The taxi service is a bunch of baloney.
Paul, go home.
Fine, I'll just leave then. I see how it is.
One such taxi driver is Green Greg, who's been driving for almost 5 years.
I remember the first person I ever gave a ride to. It was the Christmas of 2013. A bunch of people had been out drinking, and one in particular lad, his name was Paul, and let me tell you, it has to be the absolutely worst first customer you could ever have in the entire universe, without a doubt. And I wanted to quit the next day, basically.
Hey, buddy, good buddy, pal. How's it going?
Please don't talk to me.
Why not? We're friends, right?
Paul, for the last time, I'm not your buddy or your friend. I'm just your ride, and have been for almost every single weekend for the past freaking 5 years. Could you stop drinking for once? Please, I'm getting kind of tired of it.
We don't need to be so harsh about it.
Anyways, besides Paul, everything's just been fantastic, and I can't mean that any more so. I absolutely love my job except for Paul. Oh yeah, and these dang leaves.
And in his experience, he's seen this town grow to what it is today.
I really enjoy driving people around town, I really do. When I first started driving my taxi, we only had about 500 people here, and basically seeing everyone grow up and seeing this town grow with it is, to me, what makes this job so great. Just to get to hear people's stories and how the town works is something that doesn't come very often.
Fortunately for Greg, the bar isn't the only place he has to drive to on a daily basis. Another popular destination is Party City, where many families go to spend time together for the holidays.
Hi, Uncle Bob.
Well, hey there, kid.
Party City wasn't originally called Party City. The town was originally called the City of Staples. It was just like any other normal town in the area. But one year, a bunch of college kids decided to throw a huge pool party there and nicknamed it Party City.
Hey, cool party, bro.
Hey, thanks, man.
They did that almost every year after that, and the name kind of just caught on.
Eventually, other people started hosting parties here. Things like family reunions, birthday parties, and eventually the Christmas festival that happens every year. Things like food, vendors, and games make not only this festival, but this town truly a party kind of town. The Eraser Cap community is a simple one. For the most part, they get along quite well, despite their differences.
Jerk.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah?
Sorry we've been kind of harsh on you lately. It's just, we really care about you, and hate to see you waste your life away. So, here's a present.
For me?
Yeah. Just open it up.
Oh, wow. What is it?
You'll find out eventually.